Welcome to Wisdom Keys. Keys for evolving deliberately, which I hope by now everyone understands is my goal for you, so that you can move out of all of your unconscious pain and suffering, and begin to understand you, with your own core beliefs, are creating your own reality. Woo! All right, today, the title I'm going to give it is For Your Own Good. Stop for a moment, especially those of you in my age group. Do you remember how long we've been hearing that? We're doing it for your own good. Usually, that is said just before some form of punishment. I have issues with punishment. I have issues with the concept of punishment for anything, and I understand that people now are going through their head, what will we do with all the criminals? Well, I have issues with how you come up with who is the criminal. The whole idea of justice I have issues with because, maybe because I'm a person of color, maybe because I remember life from the 50s and prior, but I'm having a hard time relating to what folks call justice even, or what they call democracy. Because liberty, justice, all of these, for everyone. So punishment, especially with our criminal system, sounds a lot like a form of bullyism to us. So, story that comes to mind. During Hitler's youth, it was very European and American for folks to be sure to punish ruthlessly their children to ensure that you're getting the devil out of them while they're young. It was recommended that for boys, especially those parents who wanted their boys to grow up and be leaders, that every night, usually around the same time, that they take them out and beat them to toughen them emotionally, to toughen them for battle, to toughen them in their body. And I hope you're hearing how brutal that is. Well, Hitler's father was really very dedicated to this brutality. Until the boy was 12 and he was beaten so badly he could barely walk and the neighbors tried to interfere. My point is, for those children who've gone through adverse childhood experiences of physical abuse, you know what I'm talking about. You're scarred. You've been deeply scarred, not just physically, psychologically, emotionally, intellectually. There's a ways that you're seeing yourself that would not be that way except for the abuse, and especially an abuse that you have learned to accept as for your own good. Now, when we look at our justice system, and we are hearing the same thing, and many of us even say the same thing to young people who are being put into the criminal system, who are being labeled as criminals, when perhaps all that happened is that they've lived through abuse and oops, stole something to eat because they couldn't find food any other way. I could go on and on, you could go on and on. You understand that what we're still looking at is that in our culture, from early on, the first bullies are our parents. And Lord only knows how they might have been bullied, but this whole bully mechanism has been handed down so that we will become obedient victims. And that's how we fit so well into society. Stop and look at how you are limiting yourself, your life, your goals, because you're constantly having to choose between a victim mentality and feeling put down, or suddenly trying to assert yourself to be a bully. And I submit for your consideration, really big bullies are cowards behind the mask. That's not a way to evolve deliberately. And sometimes we need help in understanding how we are now perpetuating that bully mentality onto our children. Teachers, parents, doctors, ministers, everywhere we look, judges, police, pushing the bully mentality to make us feel like victims, how can we then expect, come Christmas, to find peace on earth? It's time for you to stop and look at it. Where are you? Are you pretending to be the biggest bully? Are you hiding behind the mask of being a bully? And you're really scared and a coward? It's not a way to evolve. And there are ways. And I can help. So, hope I've given you a little something to sit with. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Namaste.